Hello, fellow humans. So I finally came back after a while and finally prepared a rig to actually get my voice involved in all this. I apologize that I've been a little bit late. I hope to do more material like this and other kinds. I'm thinking about doing some projects of animations, and let's just get down to business. Well, at this point, I have set up the base color for the background as well as some texture to just help my future self through the process. Now, some of it I want to blur out, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use what I was talking about, the foam brush, and I'm just gonna use it for a moment and like get some of the stuff off that shouldn't be there, as well as the just cleaning the corners. Obviously, the only way that you can do this part is if you have cleaned and dried the paint already. If it's not dried, it's not gonna work. What you're gonna do is mirror, which is another thing that you can do with the process, but it's not what we're looking for right now. So for now, we are just doing this dry to obviously push away and get some of the excess stuff. You gotta be careful that you do too much of it and you lose what you were doing. I explained this before, it's just to create texture. It's not much of a thing that you want to keep going or doing the same thing. It does feel kind of fun, so I do understand. I don't know if you can see it by the same scale that I'm doing this as fast as I can, that you already can see some of the paint is already getting out, but it's not that much. You can notice just by the lighting. I actually intentionally put more material that I needed. I did it so I can fill up a lot of this stuff that the canvas has, so it creates more of a playing field. Once I put any other product or anything, other colors into it, it's gonna be filled up and it's just gonna create a really, like I said before, like a pixel. I don't know if you can see it, but a lot of the colors are not that saturated. Some of it's still there. Once I start solidifying the colors with putting something that is not just the base color, I'm gonna try to make a grass green around there. So just to demonstrate, it's kind of a green grass, but it's a little bit, I would say a little darker. So you can see that is the color that we were looking for, but a little bit darker. A little bit of yellow. This turns into grass color. Now, I'm not gonna use this on the whole background. This is gonna be like a blush to the background. I'm just gonna try to water it down as much as possible as well. Okay, so we finished with all the colors to actually create the textures and stuff like that. So now what I'm gonna do, a white color and a darker blue to create the edges of a glass. Since you know that once a glass is broken, some of the edges get lighter and some of them get darker by the refraction of it. So what we want to do is recreate that element to it, so it gives the illusion that this is indeed glass. So a dark blue around this color. I don't want to apply too much, I just want to play with the same color that I have here and that one that is over there until I get the perfect combination. And that's the perfect thing about using pastel. You can actually apply and prepare the color to actually blend in really nicely. Well, let's start with a little bit of white. So what we're gonna do is apply it just gently in those edges that are coming towards us. Those will be reflecting the light that is coming that direction, right? And we don't have to worry if it's, at first it's not looking completely white, because we keep reapplying and reapplying until it gets to the white that we want. Now I'm gonna go for my blue, dark blue, and in those areas where the edges are inside, they're not there practically, they're behind the glass, we're gonna go lightly touch it and apply. As such, now, because I'm seeing that it's too dark, I'm just gonna go ahead and water it down a little bit and make it into basically color that I want. Because I think I want too much in it. There we go. Because obviously there's a lot of light being hit both ways. That way actually looks a little bit better. You can notice where this glass is actually going this way, like kind of like this plastic. You can see if I turn it this way, even though you can see the reflection here, they're darker. The lighter parts are here, where the light is actually reflecting. Here is actually reflecting, so you see more of the color of what is the background than what you would see here, where you would see something lighter. Okay, so I finished most of the line work and this area. So right now what I'm gonna go for now is the smoke. I'm not gonna do line work for it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill up those areas that I already marked with a little bit of gray, a little bit of black, all mixed together. And intentionally, that's why I left some of the blue pass through. So it actually makes it look like it's see-through, but it's still quite obstructive. I can water it down mostly and just apply as I go, because I want those colors to be mixed together, the blue, green, all together, and make it look like a smoky. And I gotta remember this part is gonna be other colors, so that is gonna be different. So obviously I'm not gonna do anything from that area. See how it combines the colors together and it makes it look like you still can see through it, so you know that there is something behind that. You still see the outlines. That's gonna be all for today.